Hello, I'm Simon from CareCo and I'm going to show you how to assemble the Oakdale 4-motor Rise and Recliner chair. Although I'm going to assemble this on my own, we would recommend that you have the help of a friend or relative due to the weight of some of the components. As you can see, I've taken all of the items out from the packaging and placed them in front of me. We have the main chair itself, the backrest, the handset and the transformer to supply power to the Oakdale. Let's take a look at how we place all these components together. As you can see, I've placed the backrest on top of the chair, and this is where a friend or relative will come in handy to help you fit the backrest onto the chair itself. I've also ensured that the cables for the headrest motor and lumbar support have been located, and I've pulled those out for easy access in a moment. So to fit the backrest onto the Oakdale chair, there are 2 brackets on either side which coincide with the framework at the base of the back of the seat. So we take the support of the chair, pull it towards us. I've located on one side and I now do so on the other. Once in position and the bracket's in place, I now tilt it towards myself, and with firm pressure I now push down on the backrest and you'll hear an audible click. That's now the backrest located into position, and we can now move on onto locating the connections for the headrest and lumbar support. So starting with the grey connection, we'll connect that one first. We ensure that we release the catch, place the connections together and then clip into position. And we do the same with the yellow cable. So with the yellow cable, we'll lift the catch, insert into position and tighten once more. Whilst we're here at the back of the chair, we can look for the cable which connects to the transformer. We'll pull that out and make sure that it sits on the floor and doesn't come through the back of the chair so it doesn't get caught up. We can check that later on as well. We'll now connect the handset. You may find that the handset and indeed the transformer are located in the side pocket when the item has been delivered to you. So if you're missing those items, just check in this side pocket here. Also located on the right hand side is the cable that the handset connects to. If you're left-handed, please do contact our customer support or one of the showrooms to see about having the handset changed to the left-hand side. To connect the handset, we need to release the clip, the same as we did with the yellow and grey connections. Place the connections together and clip into position. The handset can now either be located back into its pocket or into position using the loop on the side here. We now need to install and connect to the power supply the transformer. The transformer comprises of 2 components, the transformer itself and a power cable. We simply fit the power cable as so, and in a moment we connect the transformer to the chair. It's worth noting that the transformer does offer battery backup, so please do check on the website for how this works. To connect the transformer, simply lift the clip on the transformer end and connect together, and then clip back to secure. This prevents the cable from coming apart when you're moving the furniture around for cleaning, hoovering or whatever within the home. We can now plug the plug into the socket and we can test the chair. With all the chair connections put together, we now check to ensure that we've done it correctly. Starting with the headrest and with the buttons at the top of the handset, if we press the headrest button, you'll notice that the headrest now moves out, and with the opposite button, it moves back towards the back of the chair. The same with the lumbar support. If we press the right hand button, the lumbar starts to come out, and by pressing it back in, it will start to return back into position. Do note though that you need some weight in the chair in order to push this back. So before we sit in the chair and use it, I'm just going to raise the chair to its full extent to ensure that none of the wires are going to catch on the framework, which would then pull out a connection and potentially the chair would stop working. So pressing the up button on the remote, I'm just going to visually look to ensure that none of the cables are going to catch. The cable that goes to the transformer needs to be free, which it is. And with the chair fully raised, I can see that all the cables are present and correct. I can now bring the chair back down by pressing the down button. Once I've checked the chair and I'm happy that all the connections are present and correct, I can now make sure that the piece of fabric located on the backrest is situated correctly into position with the Velcro. Now we've checked that the chair raises and lowers and also the headrest and lumbar support work, we can then just double check that the footrest and also the backrest work correctly. So by pressing the backrest button here, the backrest will recline away from us, as you can see, and then pressing it back, it comes back into position. With the footrest, we press the bottom left-hand button and the footrest will start to raise. Once fully raised, we can press the opposite button and it will lower back down again. The Oakdale is now fully assembled and ready for you to use.